You know that feeling when an artist just explodes onto the scene and everyone's like, where did she even come from? That's exactly what happened when Tyla started dropping music. But her story isn't just about blowing up out of nowhere. It's about putting in the work behind the scenes, staying obsessed with music, and using every single platform she could find until people had no choice but to notice her. And the wild part? It all led to her very first song, Getting Late, which completely changed everything for her. So let's go all the way back to when Tyla was just a teenager, figuring out how to turn her love for music into something real. Tyla was one of those kids who was always singing, not just for fun, but because it was her favorite way to express herself. She didn't wait around for someone to give her a studio or a record deal. She used what she had: Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media platform would let her upload a cover, she was on it. She would post short clips of herself, singing popular songs, jumping on trends, and letting people see her voice in action.
So I mean, like TikTok, I just used to make videos for fun because that's what I do. And then like, as my following started growing, I realized, hold on, I can use this. And yeah, like I started posting the song, people started doing challenges, and I mean, my music reached people I never thought it would. So it's really been a catalyst to like my career.
Those videos weren't perfectly produced, and that was the point. They were raw, they were real, and they were enough to start building an audience. People began to notice this girl with a soft, soulful voice who could turn a quick cover into something that felt personal. And it wasn't just random strangers who were paying attention. Posting those covers gave Tyla confidence. She started to get feedback, followers, and DMs, encouraging her to make her own music. And that was exactly what she wanted. Tyla wasn't content with just singing other people's songs. She had her own sound forming in her head, a mix of Amapiano, pop, and R&B. And she knew that sooner or later, she'd have to take the leap and record something original. But as you can imagine, that leap isn't easy. You can love music with all your heart and still not know where to start. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. Just as Tyla was finishing school, she connected with her future producer, Kooldrink. This wasn't some big fancy industry connection. Kooldrink reached out through her manager, and at first, Tyla didn't even reply right away. She wasn't sure if it was serious, but eventually they linked up. Tyla showed up to the studio with her parents, which says a lot about how young she was and how important it was for her to feel safe. She wasn't just walking into random studios with strangers, she was bringing her family along for the ride. That very first session would lead to the birth of her debut single, Getting Late. This was going to be the song that introduced her to the world, the one people would judge her by. But Tyla and Kooldrink hit on something magical. They decided to lean into Amapiano, but mix it with smooth pop melodies, so it would stand out not just in South Africa, but internationally too. They didn't want it to be just another local hit. They wanted to make something that could live on playlists everywhere. The recording process was pure excitement. Tyla was in the booth, finding her voice on an original song for the first time, experimenting with harmonies, getting used to hearing herself over a beat she helped create. Every line mattered. Every melody had to feel like her. And when they finished, she knew this song was special. She didn't just feel like a girl doing covers anymore. She felt like an artist with her own identity.
My first ever music video, guys, we were fighting for our lives. In that era, oh my gosh, we were grinding, we were trying everything, favors, like independence, literally me, my manager, my best friend. People don't know what we went through during that phase, but I'm so happy because now we're here and I appreciate it even more. And it was the video that got me noticed by my label that I'm signed to now, and it basically started my journey being Tyla.
When Getting Late dropped in late 2019, it was independent. No big label push, no massive PR campaign. Just Tyla, her small team, and a song they believed in. At first, it grew slowly, like a hidden gem you find online and instantly want to share with your friends. But the more people heard it, the more they connected with it. The beat was addictive. Tyla's vocals were hypnotic, and the song had that perfect mix of chill and emotional that made you want to play it again and again. Then came the pandemic, which turned everything upside down. A lot of artists would have let that slow them down, but Tyla and her team used that time to get creative. they decided to make a music video for Getting Late, even though it was one of the most challenging things to pull off during lockdowns. The video took almost a year to finish, but it was worth every second.
Who was on your team when you were making that music for it to happen like that? Who was your producer, the videographer? Who did you work with?
I didn't have a whole, hey, producer, videographer, like no. It was like me, my best friend, my manager. He also shot the video. He's a videographer as well.
Oh, the manager shot the video?
Yes, my manager
he did it right.
shot the video.
When they finally released it in January 2021, it blew up. People were obsessed with how fresh it looked. The visuals were futuristic and bold. The styling was on point, and Tyla looked like a star. The video gave the song a whole second life, and suddenly everyone wanted to know who she was. Social media played a massive role here too. The song started trending on TikTok with dance challenges and edits. People all over the world were discovering Tyla through 15-second clips, and once you heard Getting Late, you couldn't get it out of your head. That's when the real momentum started building. The streams shot up, the video crossed millions of views, and the industry started paying attention. Suddenly, labels were calling. People who had never heard of Tyla were putting her on their radar.
Initially, I had like labels once on my mind. Like it wasn't something that I thought was realistic, so I never thought I could work towards it. So I was literally just making music, and when I dropped the video for Getting Late, all the labels literally reached out. There was a whole bidding war. Like it was crazy, and yeah, Epic was the one I went with.
But what makes this story so interesting is how grounded Tyla stayed through all of it. She was still that girl who started with covers on Instagram. She kept working, kept writing, and kept figuring out what her sound should be. Getting Late wasn't just a hit, it was the foundation of everything that came next. It showed her that she could trust her instincts, that the world wanted to hear this fusion of Amapiano and pop, and that she could actually make music that crossed borders. Behind the scenes, Tyla was leveling up. She was learning the business side of music, figuring out how to perform live, how to connect with fans, and how to handle interviews. She was doing all of this while planning her next moves. The success of Getting Late gave her leverage, and soon she signed with a major label, which opened up even more opportunities. That's when she started working on more singles and eventually on the track that would turn her into a global superstar, Water.
Yeah, like music has always been a part of my life.
Like in the household and everything?
In the household, like I was always that girl singing for everyone, every competition, every talent show.
Like this was a dream?
From the beginning. Like,
really?
And mine never changed. Like I always knew that I was going to do this.
Were you always dancing and singing even when you were a little girl, like a youngin?
Yes. I have videos of me small, belly dancing and everything. Yeah.
So anyone that kind of know you, they're not surprised by the success that you have. Like, or somebody could say, dude, she was always singing, she was always dancing.
I think they're not surprised that I'm doing it,
Right.
but they're surprised with the success because, I mean, a girl from South Africa, this doesn't happen all the time.
But it all traces back to that first song. Think about it. If Tyla had never taken the leap from covers to original music, we might not even know her today. Getting Late was proof that social media can be more than just fun. It can literally launch careers. It's also proof that you don't need everything to be perfect before you start. Tyla didn't wait for the perfect moment. She created it. Now when you look back at Getting Late, it feels almost like a prophecy. It was her way of saying, I'm here and I'm coming for everything. And she was right. That song opened every door she's walked through since. The success she's having now, charting on Billboard, collaborating with huge artists, performing on global stages, all of it is built on the moment she decided to stop just singing covers and start telling her own story through her music. And that's the real magic of Tyla's first song. It wasn't just about getting streams or views. It was about transformation, about becoming the artist she always dreamed she could be. And for anyone watching, it's a reminder that sometimes the first step is the hardest, but it's also the most important. So next time you hear Getting Late, think about everything that went into it. The Instagram covers, the studio sessions with her parents there for support, the independent release, the year-long wait for the video, the TikTok dance challenges, the late nights, figuring out harmonies. That song isn't just catchy, it's a time capsule of a moment when Tyla's whole future started coming together. And that's how Tyla went from posting covers to to dropping Getting Late and starting her incredible journey. When did you first hear Tyla? From this song or later with Water? Comment below. And if you loved hearing about the story behind Tyla's first song, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into her journey.